Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Um, and yeah, it's championship predictions slash preview, and again, once I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah. So yeah, championship is back again. Um, and it's gonna be a bit interesting to see what happens in the games. But first, I'm gonna do a quick review of Gameweek 25. So yeah, but before I start, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So yeah, tomorrow the championship is back. No early kickoffs, which is interesting. Um, but I'm gonna it's around 25 up. So it started off with Luton Town smashing QPR 3-0. And Critchley's men are not off to a good start. Of course, they did get a draw in the previous game, but this game they didn't really offer anything. They had a few chances here and there, um, which I think they should have probably finished. I think about two they probably should have finished, but yeah, the rest, not really anything they could have done about it. Then that was the early one. Then got Blackburn versus Middlesbrough. I said 1-1 in this game, and it was 2-1. 2-1 to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough getting the win, and Blackburn now wonders in the two previous games. Not looking good for them, to be fair. Really not looking good for for them. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, um, but not looking good for Blackburn. Middlesbrough. They're making their way up the tables slowly. Nobody is really speaking about them. And they're now sitting sixth. Blackburn is still third, but the points are so tight. So yeah. We move on to Coventry versus Cardiff. I thought Coventry would do a 2-0 win. I was confident in Coventry. I thought they could do something, but at the end it was goalless draw. Now we move on to Huddersfield Town versus Rotherham United. And what happened, Rotherham? Rotherham doing a massacre and giving Huddersfield 3 points. Huddersfield 2 wins in a row. Not looking good. They got the 2 wins in a row. 2-0 one. They're looking quite decent now. And then another no game. It was Millwall versus Bristol City. And Millwall not doing not offering anything up. Same with Bristol. I expected better from Millwall. It was two. It ended up two. I'm watching it on my phone. So sorry if you could hear that. But yeah, no. So I expected better from Millwall. Just in- offer up anything. Um, that's a big thing. They didn't really offer up anything, and it's yeah. And now we move on to another game, which I am quite angry about because I was close in this game. I said 3-1 Sunderland, and it ended up. Sorry, no, I said 3-0, and it ended up 4-1 against Sunderland, scoring 4 goals. And now game I got spot on. Be up to the baggies, West Brom, doing the business. Um, I said 2-0, it's in the 2-0 West Brom. They're also one of the teams I'm looking at. Like, they can do something. Currently sitting 11th in the table. And now game I was so close again. Um, I said Sheffield United 2-1. I said 2-2 was Blackpool, and Blackpool just couldn't get that second goal. Oh, gutting. But we move on to yesterday's games. Birmingham City vs Hull City. I got Lewis that's gonna come on it. So you will talk a bit about that game. I was just disappointed in in Birmingham. I expected better of them, but yeah. Norwich Reading. I said 2-1, 2-1 Norwich back then, and they just couldn't capitalize. It was 1-0 for a while, and then Reading got the equalizer, around 70th minute. And yeah, and it ended up 1-1. And now Stoke, they did very well to prevent Burnley from scoring a few times. Uh, so and it that game also just ended up 1-0. Yeah, cutting for Stoke. Of course, I could have done a bit better. Um, uh, but sorry, Burnley could have done a bit better. But yeah, and now we move on to a game. I said there would be 4 goals in it. I said there will be 4 goals in this game, and that's Swansea 4, Watford nil. Um, yeah, not not the ideal one. I said there will be 4 goals, but 4 goals to Swansea, proving me wrong, shutting me up. Swansea, because of that one, they are now far up on the table. Um, but yeah, uh, and be up everyone who's watching. That be up to yourselves. So anything else I can add on the games? Uh, game prior of the For me, of course, I got to see Luton play. For me, Luton, they look good under Robbie Edwards. That's all I'm saying. They look good. They look good. I could watch the Sheffield game, but I don't. I wasn't interested in that. But yeah, they did good. They did good. Luton. I got what one for 5 points. Again, I get 5 points. Um, not again, but yeah. If only Burnley could have gotten two more goals. But yeah, the team I'm most impressed about this week is as got to be Huddersfield for me. I was really impressed with them. And then who else? Um, uh, um, uh, what team I'm disappointed in is Watford. Sorry, I don't mean that. I said a forbidden W word. Sorry about that. But I was like, I was a bit cut. I was gutted for. I was disappointed. This, this disappointed. Mm, This I don't. I can't speak today. But yeah, that those are the teams. The game of the week probably has to go to Swansea 4-0. um, but yeah, uh, just waiting on Lewis. To be fair, just waiting on him. He's joining soon. Let me just check. Is there no way? Beat Lewis will letting me know on that. I see the live chat has been disabled. Sorry about that. That's just YouTube on its again on its super itself again. So sorry about that, people. But Beat yourself, Lewis. For telling me. Um, uh, so yeah, just so if you guys can't comment, it's just YouTube being YouTube. So yeah, so sorry about that. But be up yourselves though for listening to me rambling on. Uh, I'm just gonna look at this relegation battle. So All City for me, All City are kind of out of it. Because they 6 points off the drop zone. 6 months off the drop zone, like that's a bit much. Um, Huddersfield, they're looking good. They're looking good. Good. If they can get a few more wins. So yeah. And then let's me. So yeah. And then now All City are on 30 points. They they 6 points off the playoffs. That just shows how tight it is. Like you look, what's it? Reading, they 10th. They 9 points off top three. It's mad. Like it's actually mad outside the championship is. I'll share my screen on a later note. I'm just gonna check if there's been other goals in the 3 p.m. games. Of course, Brighton played a mighty Arsenal. No goals yet. Interesting, interesting. I need City to score 4 goals, so they better start scoring. But they can score 4 goals in about in in like in one off. To be fair, though. Um, but yeah. I might just go start doing my predictions. Um, so yeah, EFL Championship. So yeah, so Lewis, if you are watching this, I'm just gonna start. Then when you join, we can discuss. We can talk about the other games, um, especially the All City game. We can talk about that when you join. So yeah, but Blackpool versus Sunderland. That's the first 3 p.m. kickoff game I have, and uh, Black. Sorry, Blackpool, not Blackburn. Blackpool. Now Blackpool are currently they're 23rd on 25 points, equal on points of Sultana. The Sultana just got three goals better goal difference than them. Um, Sunderland are where is it? Sunderland, where are you? Sunderland are fourth on 37 points. Um, it's about 12 points the difference. And yeah, if we look um, but into everything, Cardiff, Blackburn, and early kickoff game. Why they don't have it as an early kickoff game? Okay, but I as long as I do. But yeah, I think Cardiff Blackburn is an early game, so I'm just gonna stick on Blackpool versus Sunderland. Um, Blackpool are unbeaten in 5 league meetings versus Sunderland, winning twice and drawing 3 times, and keeping a clean sheet in each of the last 3 games. Um, so yeah. Sunderland have been victorious in 3 of the last 4 league games against Blackpool. Um, One loss. That's just me. Okay, I don't need to know that. Blackpool won their opening league game of 2022, beating Hull City 1-0. Bloomfield Road. They haven't won their opening match in consecutive years since the run of 3 between 1959 and 1970. No, 1995 and 1997. Sunderland are unbeaten in their opening league match in each of the last 4 calendar years, beating Blackpool away in 2019 before drawing um, their most recent match. This will be Tony Marlborough's 5th league match against Blackpool with his managerial career, one with Middlesbrough, one with Control, 2 with Blackburn and 2 with West Brom. He's beaten them 6 times, drawn. Um, he picked up ones with West Brom, Middlesbrough, Country, Blackburn. Beat them 6 times, drew 5 times, and lost 3 times. But Lewis is backstage. Yeah, Lewis, how are you, bro?
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's get quick thoughts on the All City Birmingham game. What did you make of that?
Oh, yeah. For me, it's easy. Did I expect it? I mean, I'm sure you would have known this by the way I've been on streams and that. Not at all. I, for me, it was. I thought it would have been quite straightforward for Birmingham, and that's just not. You might you might find it weird. I'm not. I don't like the club like the way we've been recently. Like Sunderland we should have won. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, maybe you might have thought. You look at Sunderland, we should have won that. You look at Blackpool, we should have won that. So surely you look at some confidence going into Birmingham. But I look at Birmingham at home this season, and for me personally, I just didn't see a chance for us. But thankfully we had a chance, and thankfully they were on the game yesterday, and fortunately we were building from that Sunderland and that Blackpool that didn't materialise into wins, but luckily we turned up, and that we show what we can do, but we need to carry it on now because we are I think like 4 off the drop zone, and 6 off blooming playoffs. It's ridiculously tight in the championship. So if we can get some sort of run, I'm not going to say we're going to on a direct shot for the playoffs. I can't see it at this point, but we'll need a lot of blooming games to just to sort of end in draws or whatever.
But you never know. You never know if you can go on a run.
I mean, you never know in the championship, and that's it. The championship is such a hard league to predict. And after the start we had, did I expect us to be down here? No, but it's championship, and just because you start well, don't mean we're going to carry it on. We sacked Shot, and Liam's coming. He's done a decent job. We've just got to build from this game against Birmingham and hopefully beat. Well, we should beat Wigan on Monday. But I'm going to that one, so no, it might look we'll lose that one. I didn't go Birmingham, but I'm going Wigan, so no, it might look we'll lose.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I get you. Okay, sure.
If we lose to them, seriously, I'm no.
You lose to them. Oh my days. It's madness. But especially on Blackpool, Sunderland. Blackpool, they are in a bit of trouble, you can say, with them being already in the relegation spots, so having a good enough season last season. But what do you make of this? Of course, it's a big game for both teams. If Sunderland win, and depending on the Blackburn result, they can go into third because they do have a better goal difference than Watford and Middlesbrough and Norwich, also in that range. So they can potentially do something, Sunderland. But I'm just gonna quickly look at the head-to-head. So yeah.
I mean, most certainly. I do most certainly think Sunderland will win, but the only thing that will be interesting is how much of a miss will Ellis Sims be, because I'm not sure if you've heard the news today, but Everton have recalled Ellis Sims from his loan at Sunderland, so he's going back to Everton tomorrow, and well, apparently he's going to be featuring in the Premier League, which Sunderland fans, all fans saying it to be fair, he's not Prem ready. But DCL is due to be back soon, and obviously, God knows if he'll go back into injury. Morpay's struggled. They released Rondon a few weeks ago. So they are bringing back Ellis Sims as cover. So whether that will tamper with the progression of Sunderland, I'm not sure, because they do have a good who is a good player, but he will be a miss for Sunderland. I'm not going to say that Sims is gone, they're going to collapse, because I do still think they definitely could beat Blackpool, because Blackpool aren't. Well, we're not great. Let's say that this season.
No, they're not great. So, they're not.
But Ellis Sims will certainly be a miss to Sunderland.
Yeah, but they got Diallo is good. He's tearing them up, but it's gonna be tough for them. At Blackpool, they are winless in the past 8 games, drawing only 3 of those 8 games. Sunderland, they win a few, then lose a few, and then draw a few. So they 50-50. But prediction for this game.
Well, I'll say I'm going to start sending them to Tyler. I need to send them to Tyler anyway. Uh, 2-1 Sunderland.
I'm going the exact same. I was thinking 2-0, but I got this feeling Blackpool will at least score. But we move on to Birmingham versus Middlesbrough. Um, and this could be one of maybe a game of the weekend. Um, but yeah, Birmingham they are on a too much losing streak. Middlesbrough they're sixth, so they would like to keep their form going. And, but if we look at some insights into the game that Google has for me, is that where's the game? Birmingham Middlesbrough. Um, so Birmingham City have lost just 3 of their last 17 league matches against Middlesbrough. Um, sorry, one, not lost. Drawing 5 and losing 9. But
Currently, actually, I've
but
seen that.
those 3 wins that have come in their last 7 clashes. Um, Middlesbrough have picked up 4 wins from their last 5 league fixtures against Birmingham, only losing 1. Um, so yeah. Birmingham striker Troy Deeney scored 6 goals in 7 league appearances against Middlesbrough between 2012 and 2015, but has since failed to find a net in his last 4 matches against as in his last 4 matches. I don't know if that's against them or just normal, but that's interesting stat there. But what do you think will happen? Of course, you played Birmingham, so you kind of know what they're going to bring, especially again they're at home. Um, so yeah, what do
I
you
know
think?
in some ways, but I didn't go or watch it because, yeah, but this is so hard to predict because I think obviously they're going to want to start the year good after ending the year badly, Birmingham. But it's also very hard to predict because obviously Middlesbrough on some mad run with Michael Carrick, so it's it's not easy to predict really. I think because Birmingham on their day can be good. Yeah, I'm not saying they
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's
they were very poor apparently last night. I'm, I'm. It's a hard one, you know. It's like that because, like I said, they're all Birmingham saying they're missing Scott Hogan. So if Scott Hogan's not back, then they'll lose. I don't know if he's back, so I'm not sure what the injury is, obviously. But looking at what was getting said last night and how annoyed and frustrated they Birmingham fans were, I'm just checking to see if he is back or not. Yeah, he's questionable, so I don't think they'll lose. But I think it's gonna be quite an interesting game. 3-1 Middlesbrough.
3-1 Middlesbrough. Oh, um, I think Middlesbrough won. To be fair, I think they do win. I'm gonna say another 2-1. Another 2-1. I'm going with. Um, and now we move on to both teams that are inconsistent. Blackburn and Cardiff. Now, Cardiff haven't won in the last 6 games. Blackburn have never drawn a game, which is a mad stat if you think about it. Um, so yeah, that's again. It's mad to think like you just lose or win. Blackpool are looking to avoid losing both home and away to Cardiff in a single season for the first time since 2012-13 season. Cardiff City are without a win in each of their last six away league visits to face Blackburn. Um, they drew five and lost one, since a 4-1 victory back in December 2012. Blackburn are unbeaten in their last six home league games. They played on New Year's Day. Uh, uh,
In the
uh,
last six, what?
Six home league games they have played on New Year's Day. So
All right,
last
I'm
six
gonna
games
say no,
they
they're
have
not. I'm gonna say I was about to say no, they're not. But just they got battered by bloody Preston
played
4-1, I think it was 4-0 from something like
four since a 4-1 victory back in today without a win. So they beat a team 4-1 in December 2012.
that. Yeah.
Blackburn, no, I don't need to know that. Yeah, Ben, uh, Ben Diaz, I don't know what his middle name is. It says a hat trick for Blackburn in this exact fixture last season. His only goals in his eight league appearances against Cardiff. If we look form wise, we know Cardiff, they haven't won in six games, so that leaves me to ask you the question, Lewis. Score prediction.
Well, you saw this last season. Blackburn starts out well, and they just fall off a cliff, and this is it seems to be in full swing already this season. Um, I don't even know what Cardiff's games. Let me have a look. I haven't really
Um,
done Cardiff, if I'm being honest. Uh,
Cardiff, where is Cardiff? Cardiff,
oh
hold on.
God, 2-2-1-1-0-0-0-0.
But, oh, that's the Prem schools.
That's them.
Oh,
That's Cardiff's scores since coming back from the World Cup.
oh yeah. At Cardiff are 20th right
Oh
now.
God, God.
Yeah.
You know what?
They're away from 3 out of 11 games they've won away.
I think this
Nil
is going
nil,
to
nil
draw.
nil one.
I think this is going to draw in over to 4-1-1.
I think Blackburn draw for once. Um, 2-2-1-1. You know what? I'm gonna say no no. I reckon this is not a no no.
I
Not
mean,
a no.
Cardiff have a good record of that. Since coming back, so it could be.
But to move on to Coventry versus Stoke, versus Bristol, not Stoke. Versus Bristol City. Coventry versus Bristol. Coventry, they've been a bit inconsistent. But other than that, Bristol, they sometimes they just can't finish to save their life. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say 2-0 Coventry to be fair. Like Coventry is one I like them. Like they one of those teams. And so I wouldn't mind. Um, and like um, wanting them to win. But Coventry, Bristol, uh, Coventry have won three and lost none of the last four league games against Bristol City. They lost defeat against Bristol City coming in September 2020. Um, Bristol City have lost four of their last five away league games against Coventry, winning three, winning the other 3-1 in October 2014. In those four defeats, Robbins shipped 12 goals at average of three per match. Um, Bristol City's uh, Nicky Wells has been directly involved in 5 goals in 4 starts against Coventry in the league competition. 4 goals and 1 assist. Um, so yeah, but I'm gonna back Coventry. I'm gonna say 2-0 Coventry. I don't know about you, Lewis. What do you think?
Cardiff, one of them, Cardiff, like,
No, Coventry.
not
Coventry, not.
Cardiff, Coventry even. I knew who I
Uh,
meant. um, I don't know. I think uh, it's hard because I think I think Coventry, one of them. Like they're decent at home. I'm best of the sun this ball, so I think another draw. I'm gonna say another one. I'm gonna say another 1-1.
1-1 draw. But the next game we move on to is Huddersfield Town versus Luton, and I'm just gonna say it straight away, Luton ain't winning. Like, not to be like, I just think this thing of Huddersfield, um, because you look, 4 of the last 5 league matches between the two have ended in a draw. Luton failed to keep a clean sheet in 10 of the 13 league matches against Huddersfield. 4 of Huddersfield's law. Uh, yeah, I don't need to know that. Um, Elijah Adebayo and Jordan Clark scored for Luton in their reverse fixture against Huddersfield. Last Luton player to score both league meetings versus Huddersfield in a single league campaign was Steve Howard in 2002, just 2002-03 season. So yeah, um, I'm gonna say 1-1 draw in this game, especially with them being already having 2-1 on the bounce. Huddersfield, I think, gonna be confident. I wouldn't be surprised if they're winning, but I'm gonna say 1-1 draw. But yeah, you go.
Uh, this is probably wrong. I'm not even kidding. This probably it's hard because the Huddersfield last what I think it's 2 at home they've won, and obviously and it's Newcastle. Luton have been good, and I mean they look out. I'm not saying Nathan Jones did a bad job on that, but they look different under thingy under what's his face Edwards. Um, and I do think Luton do win. It certainly won't be easy, and I think it is going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to say a
Okay,
3-2 win to Luton.
3-2 Luton. Yeah, I can see that. Of course, the other game was 3-3 that I played earlier in the year. But I quickly just have to quickly sort out something. Then you can talk about Millwall versus Rotterdam, and then I will be back in a sec.
Yeah, Millwall v Rotherham. I don't know. I think it's a hard one to predict because I mean Rotherham ain't that. I saw that when I watched them against Hull when we batted them 4-2. But they're not a shocking team. There is something about Rotherham. Like sometimes when they get it right, which this season since losing the manager hasn't been much. But when you have to adjust, I guess it's not ideal. But they haven't exactly adjusted themselves correctly, and I think the team isn't maybe what they expected. or whatever. But Millwall, they're decent. Yeah, they have a decent squad, have a decent manager. And for me, I do think they win this reasonably reasonably comfortable as well. Um, so for me, 2-0 Millwall, and I certainly don't see anything but a Millwall win here. You know, like I said, as much as I don't think Rotherham, they're not great, but they're not. I don't know. I think it's just they. I think they will go down. So yeah, I certainly think they'll go down. I don't have any debate against that for me. And I think it's just who else goes down for me. And I think, yeah, I think it'll be a Millwall win. Quite comfortable, quite easy as well. But we'll have to wait and see. But I certainly don't see Rotherham getting anything out of this. And that's just me being truthful and honest. But yeah, so 2-0 to Rotherham, 2-0 even for me.
2-0 Millwall, you mean?
Yes. I don't know who I said. I'm so half asleep.
You said 2-0 Rotherham. I was like, what?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. If we look at Millwall's and Rotherham's form going into this game, it's not good for Rotherham. They haven't won a game in 6 matches. More they're inconsistent. They win, lose, draw, win, draw. Will it be a loss this time? I can't see it. But yeah. But Mo haven't lost against Rotherham in the last 4 matches against the 1-2 and drew 2 times. Rotherham have just scored 1 goal in the last 4 away league games against Millwall. If that tells you anything. But I'm gonna say 3-0. I'm gonna say back Millwall again. And now we move on to a big clash, which is Norwich versus Watford. Sorry, I said a forbidden W word again. Oh my days. Watford, I meant Watford. But Norwich versus Watford. Watford coming off a 4-0 loss versus Swansea. Norwich coming off a 1-1 draw versus Reading. At home, I think there's only one winner. Then again, Watford. I was thinking Norwich, but now then, I don't know. You tell me. That does Norwich stand a chance? They haven't. They only defeated Watford twice in previous 11 games. So I don't know. Who wants this, to be honest? I was thinking Norwich, but now I look at their record. But Lewis, what do you think?
I started to look at Watford, Norwich, and say they have a chance. I think now they've sacked. I mean, no disrespect to Smith, I think it just didn't work this season for him for whatever reason. But I certainly do look at Watford's last game and say, what the hell happened? And after they will want to rectify that and get a result here against a good Norwich team. Well, pretty average this season. Norwich team, which you wouldn't expect at the start of the season. And if you say you did, you'd be lying. But I do think Norwich do win. Certainly won't be what happened last night. I'm going to say 2-1 to Norwich.
2-1.
2-1 Norwich.
I'm gonna say Watford 1-2-1. Wait, is the Ismail still there or? Oh no, no, it's been set. It's been set. Don't have a replacement yet.
No, they don't. But I know they are in contact with Stevie Bruce. This would not be a good appointment. Let's say that.
I thought they would do better against Reading. That's the thing. What I'm gonna say 2-0 Watford. Just for them. Just because. Now we move on to Sheffield United versus QPR. And I don't think QPR stands a chance. Don't know about you, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think. What do you think? Do they stand a chance, QPR, against the Sheffield United team?
I don't think so. Sheffield are just. I think Sheffield on different. Sheffield and Burnley on a different level this season, which I did not expect from a Burnley perspective. Sheffield, I said they'll be up there. Burnley, I said. I don't know where I put Sheffield actually.
I think I said Norwich will finish first, and I think I said Norwich first, and I think I said Burnley second. Sorry, third, and Luton second.
I put Burnley down in 10th, so
Yeah. Let's
that was just purely down to obviously all like they lost quite a bit of experience in that. So I just think I didn't think they'd think it, but it threw me wrong. I say that.
That struck me what I said for Alan. I said he would only score 10 goals in the Premier League. Now he's got 20 already. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think so. Like, I think really think Sheffield do this. What they're on a 5-match winning streak.
Who Sheffield?
Yeah, Sheffield.
They don't have it. That's right now.
But QPR they can do the double over them. They did beat them at Bramall Lane 1-0, so they could do the double over them. But just
I just can't see. I think because they were probably under Beale when they beat Sheffield, and I think since they lost Beale, it's just gone downhill.
yeah.
I do think Christie is a good appointment. I do rate. I do think he is like a decent manager, but from what I've heard at the minute, it's just not working. Well, from what I've seen result wise, it's just not. It hasn't clicked yet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think he's had an easy run since coming in. But I think
Did he face Preston or not?
I couldn't tell if I'm honest.
But either way, we're going to say two. I'm gonna say 2-0 Sheffield. Don't know about you.
I don't think Sheffield wins.
I think
By a big margin. 3-0.
Oh, 3-0 QPR or Sheffield.
Sheffield United.
Okay. Stoke City versus Preston. Stoke again, they're one of those teams that can't finish really. So and Preston, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. So I don't know. Right. So Preston haven't on a three-match losing streak. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I think that's. I'm thinking maybe a no-no draw. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I think there's goals. I think I definitely win one or two goals. I don't think it'll be a battering by either side, whoever, if there's a winner. But I think at the same time, I think no matter who wins, I think something's going wrong at Preston at the minute. What that is, I don't know. But Stoke are an interesting one because they're hard to predict. Stoke because you know, yes, it's a loss against Burnley, but it's not a bad result in a sense. If you know what I mean, like a 1-0 against Burnley. Because Burnley are just a different level this year. Yeah, I said it a minute ago. So just like one, it's not horrific. Like a loss is a loss. I get that.
But losing
Um,
only 1-0 is better than what most teams have done.
yeah, we got something from Burnley, and I think we probably deserved it. Um, but you gotta give credit where credit is due with Burnley. But I think with this game, I've got a draw in mind. I've got a 0-0 draw.
No draw. Yeah,
Yes.
I've gonna the exact same no draw. Then we move on to I think the next game is West. No, wait, I missed the game. I missed the game. It's Swansea versus Burnley, but we will move on to West Brom Reading and all like that. Um, I forgot about that. But West Brom they doing quite well at this moment. Reading the 50-50. It's 10th versus 11th. How do you see this game going? Um,
Um, Two teams are very interesting. I think under Corbyn has been very interesting with West Brom, and I think Reading have been very mismatched this season. They've certainly done better than what I said. I said they'll go down. Then I don't. Well, unless they do man the second half of the season, they're not going down. I don't think. Um, but I do think we're going to meet these, and I don't think it'll be an easy game. I don't think it'll be the most exciting game. So I'm gonna say a snatch and grab 1-0 Reading.
okay, yeah, I can see that, but I'm gonna back West Brom again 2-0. But now we will talk about some Swansea versus Burnley, or other known as Swansea. Um, so yeah, that's the next game we will talk about. What do you think? I think Burnley won. I think Burnley steamrolled through them. Personally,
Um, Burnley win. Yes, Burnley
yeah,
win.
Burnley.
Burnley do win. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't think
Well,
it'll be a steamrolling like it was at Burnley. But Burnley do beat these. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-1 Burnley win.
okay, fair enough. I'm gonna. I think it will be tough, but I think Burnley will go up to 0, then Swansea will get to go. I'm gonna say 2-1 Burnley. And for in Lewis's case, you have saved the best for last. Wigan versus Hull City. How far Hull City gonna win?
We should do. We should do. I don't see any excuse why we don't win. We have to take confidence from yesterday and go from there. But I certainly think we beat these, and that these are shocking at home. And I don't agree with the Dakota Torre appointment. I don't think it's. I don't think it is the right appointment at all. But it would be a typical City game to lose, if I'm being completely honest. We shouldn't do, and I'm not going to say we will because we should not at all.
Yeah.
But I'm very confident actually for this, and for me to be confident is a surprise. If being honest, I'm one of them where unless we're on a decent one or we looks like winning, I'm not confident. Like I said at the start, I weren't confident yesterday. We've been good recently, but they're good at home. So, but they were good at home. Where these ain't good at home. So there's definitely a confidence to be taken from this, and I think we certainly will win.
Yeah. I think Wigan down a 3-match losing streak. I reckon you win.
If I'm being, I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't even call it a losing streak. I call it a battering streak. Like I think it was 4-0 against.
It was.
It was something against.
4-1 against Middlesbrough.
It was something against Sheffield and 4-1 against Sunderland. So it's bad. It's bad. Let's say that.
It's bad. Yeah, it's. But I'm gonna say 1-0. I'm gonna say back all. I don't know what last time was on a battle, but yeah.
There again, we never do good at DW, so last time I know that we went to DW in the championship, we lost 8-0. So what do I know?
Score prediction.
2-0 City. 2-0 Hull.
Yeah. So that's all the games to talk about. Gonna let you shout out your socials. His channel link is in the title, so tap to that if you haven't already. So yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, post on YouTube. There is something coming out tonight. I'm just waiting for the footage to come through. That my mate's doing for me about this year and obviously going into next year and what's expected. I know that I'll also be uploading my point of view and that shit. I know if you want to get like any point of view over for my channel for next year, send it over to me. What you're excited for, what you've enjoyed about it so far, this, that, another, and hopefully I'll be able to get you on the channel more next year. And yeah, that's really it. Being on 2023, hopefully there's a stream already set up for February, I think, and hopefully I'll be able to get some more in and around the start of the year and get this camera issue fixed because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, fair enough. Now I will definitely be part of your channel and everything. And so, yeah, you lot know where to find me. Link in the descriptions, most things. And yeah, I might do a video, might do a stream on 2023, everything, and the journey. Or I might just do a community post. Still deciding. Might just do a community post to be fair. And type everything up, which is great. Hey. Not looking forward to it, but yeah. Big up everyone. I'll end it here. Big up Lewis for joining. So in a bit.